and welcome to the commentary of Emerald Tablet 12, the law of cause and effect, and the key of prophecy. Could be fun. List ye, O man, to the words of my wisdom. List to the voice of Thoth the Atlantean. Conquered have I the law of the time-space. Knowledge have I gained of the future of time. Know I that man in his movement through space-time shall ever be one with the all. I don't think he added anything by including that here, but hopefully that's just like a preface for what's to come, because he's been saying that all along. Know ye, O man, that all of the future is an open book to him who can read. Okay. All effect shall bring forth its cause, as all effects grew from the first cause. Know ye the future is not fixed or stable, but varies as cause brings forth an effect. That's a good thing to remember when so many people are coming out with their 2023 predictions. Some will be right. It also makes me think of Nostradamus. Everybody was like, well, he was only like 23% correct. Do you realize what the probability of him being correct at all, considering how long ago he lived? He did pretty damn good. Because we had a large time span to change the future so that those things would not happen. I would say because 23% have happened, we did a terrible job at preventing bad things from happening. But that's just my opinion. In the great beginning there grew the first cause that brought into being all that exists. Thou, myself, art the effect of causation, and in turn are the cause of yet other effects. We are all ripples in the water and constantly generating new ones. So, O man, be sure the effects that ye bring forth are ever causes for more perfect effects. Which is why he saved this portion to the end, so that you can understand that if you're in the light, you're doing good effects, and if you're in the darkness, you're doing bad effects. So his order does make sense. Know ye the future is never in fixation, but follows man's free will as it moves through the movements of time-space toward the goal where a new time begins. If time is ever fluid, does it ever really begin? Even if it's a new one? Maybe where a new cycle begins. Man can only read the future through the causes that bring the effects. Seek ye within the causation, and surely ye shall find the effects. List ye, O man, while I speak of the future, speak of the effect that follows the cause. Know ye that man in his journey lightward is ever seeking escape from the night, aye, from the blackness of night that surrounds him, like the shadows that surround the stars in the sky, and like the stars in the sky space, he too shall shine from the shadows of night. I don't see anything new in that paragraph. Ever his destiny shall lead him onward until he is one with the light. Aye, though his way lies midst the shadows, ever before him grows the great light. Dark though the way be, yet shall he conquer the shadows that flow around him like night. Yeah, he's been saying that the entire text, too. Far in the future I see men as light-born. Yay, light bodies! He's mentioned that one, too. Free from the darkness that fetters the soul, living in light without the bonds of the darkness, to cover the light that is light of their soul. Why do we need light to cover our light? And how is that any different than wearing the biomechanical suit we wear around every day? Well, he says that living in light without the bonds of the darkness. But still, why can't we just live in the light of our soul without being covered in more light? I think that one's a pretty big question. The question is the answer anywhere to be found? Know ye, O man, before ye attain this, that many the dark shadows shall fall on your light, striving to quench with the shadows of darkness the light of the soul that strives to be free. Yeah, he's been saying that the entire time, too. Great is the struggle between light and darkness, age old, and yet ever new. Of course, they got to create new tactics to try and they're creative in those new tactics, huh? Technically, they're not new, they're just due to us. Yet know, in a time far in the future, light shall be all, and darkness shall fall. I love how he rhymes there. List ye, O man, to the words of my wisdom. Prepare, and ye shall not bind your light. Man has risen, and man has fallen, as ever new waves of consciousness flow from the great abyss below us toward the sun of their goal. I wonder if he wrote this to be a standalone tablet, so in case you haven't read the rest of it, it still makes sense. Because there's, yeah. Yet my children have risen from a state that was little above the beast, until now, of all men, ye are the greatest. I like how he points that out, that no matter where you are in your life, you can still grow. And you can grow beyond what you thought you could ever achieve. So that's a testament to the mindset, right? We can't allow our beliefs or disbeliefs stand in the way of our growth. And that's like 90% of of our problems. We don't believe it's even possible to achieve what we're trying to achieve. But it is. It is. We'll get there. Yet before thee were others greater than thee. And actually, I enjoy this passage because he's talking about really he's more explaining how the fall happened, and it was devolution, right? And that even as we evolve, there are others below us that are not as evolved. But you'll see that here. Yet tell I thee, as before, the others have fallen. Oh, as before thee others have fallen. So also shall ye come to an end, and upon the land where ye dwell now, barbarians shall dwell, and in turn rise to light. Forgotten shall be the ancient wisdom, yet ever shall live, though hidden from men. And really that has come to pass, if you really think about it. The strength of Egypt fell. Was replaced by people who think that they need to kill anybody who doesn't believe as they believe, because how dare somebody be different, right? And that's the mentality we have had, quite honestly, since Egypt fell, since the power of Egypt broke. When he left, when he went down to the halls of Amenti, the power of Egypt went with it. And it's kept devolving and devolving and devolving. So there's a lot of truth in that. He was trying to spread the power of love. And in his absence, hatred grew. In the name of love. If you don't love me, I'm going to kill you. How is that love? How is that love? That's spreading fear. That's spreading division, not oneness. I, in the land thou callest Chem, races shall rise and races shall fall. Forgotten shalt thou be of the children of men, which are, the giants of Atlantis. Yet thou shalt have moved to a star space beyond this, leaving behind this place where thou hast dwelled. Basically, his people would be going to, when they die, they go to the star space, because we're all star seeds. So they're now in another dimension. The soul of man moves ever onward, bound not by any one star, but ever moving to the great goal before him, where he is dissolved in the light of the all. Know ye that ye shall ever go onward, moved by the law of cause and effect, until in the end both become one. Because cause and effect are part of duality, which is the purpose of this planet. To learn about duality, and in the end to overcome it. The question is, where are we in that war of being able to overcome duality? of spreading hatred because somebody's different from us. How dare they? They don't look like me. They don't talk like me. They don't think like me. They don't dress like me. God forbid they don't have the same religion as me. Oh no, it's a catastrophe. Are we ready as a people to overcome the darkness? Are there enough among us who are ready to overcome the darkness to carry the others into light? Are we able to be the keepers of our brothers and sisters and bring them into the light with us? Only time will tell on that. Only time will tell. I'm getting all teary again. I swear when I read this before, I had no tears at all. But it's important. It's important to get these things out. Okay. I, man, after ye have gone, others shall move in the places ye lived. I hope no one else moves into this place. Knowledge and wisdom shall all be forgotten, and only a memory of God's shall survive. As I to thee am a God by my knowledge. He's right on that one. People did, yeah. So ye too shall be gods of the future, because of your knowledge far above theirs. Yet know ye that all through the ages men shall have access to law when he will. And he's got an excellent point there. We tend to worship the people who seem more powerful, and knowledge is power. Everyone who has been declared a god, no matter what the religion is, mythology, whatever it is, they were just perceived to be more powerful because they had knowledge others didn't have. Most of them didn't want to be worshipped. And a lot of them left because they were being worshipped. They didn't want that noise. They were trying to help us. Can you help a people when all they want to do is bow down to you instead of learn from you? I don't know. Can you? Ages to come shall see revival of wisdom. Yay! To those who shall inherit thy place on this star. They shall in turn come into wisdom and learn to banish the darkness by light. That's good stuff. Yet greatly must they strive through the ages to bring unto themselves the freedom of light. And this is what we're supposed to be doing right now. And that's why it's so hard for us to do what needs to be done, because the darkness don't want to let go. Many who are bound in darkness shall strive to hold others from light. Then shall there come unto man the great warfare that shall shake the earth tremble, or make the earth tremble, and shake it in its course. Aye, then shall the dark brothers open the warfare between light and the night. When I first read this, I honestly thought this passage was referring to World War II, when the nukes were put out there, and, the earth trembled and all that stuff. I don't think that's happened yet. I don't think that's happened yet. And the reason I say that is because it says shake in its course. Okay? And I don't know that the atrocities of World War II caused us to shift our course as a planet. I don't think so. Which means, where I was initially thinking that this had already come to pass, and that what's coming next is coming somewhat soon. Yeah. This means that a war worse than World War II will happen before the next passage. But, reminder, the future is not set in stone. So, maybe if we double our trials, we'll be able to prevent that from happening. But if what I heard today is correct, we're very, very, very close to the pole shift. If it's accurate. Not enough people are reporting on it, so it's not very easy to get multi-source intel when it comes to this type of information. Okay. When man again shall conquer the ocean and fly in the air on wings like the birds, which we're doing, of course, when he has learned to harness the lightning, then shall the time of warfare begin. Now, great shall the battle of be twixt the forces, great the warfare of darkness and light. Nation shall rise against nation, using the dark forces to shatter the earth. Weapons of force shall wipe out the earthmen, until half of the races of men shall be gone. Another indicator, right? So harness the lightning could mean nuclear war. It could also mean the weather wars, the HARP technology, laser technology. The technologies that came out after I retired. Yeah. Yeah. People think nukes are bad. They ain't seen nothing. Weapons of force. Okay, we already read that part. Then shall come forth the sons of the morning, and give their edict to the children of men, saying, O men, cease from thy striving against thy brother. Only thus can ye come to the light. Cease from thy unbelief, O my brother, and follow the path, and know ye are right. No offense, but I don't think that's going to be very effective against people who think that it's okay to destroy so many, right? The evil that we're facing, say the population of the entire planet needs to be dropped down to 500,000. Okay, that's more than half. These are the monsters we're fighting. They believe it fervently. And they will manipulate with all the power and technology they've got to get as far down that road as they can get. And these are the people we are listening to as a population the world over. Then shall men cease from their striving, brother against brother, and father against son. Then shall the ancient home of my people rise from its place, neath the dark ocean waves. Then shall the age of light be unfolded, with all men seeking the light of the goal. Then shall the brothers of light rule the people. Banished shall be the darkness of night. Aye, the children of men shall progress onward and upward to the great goal. Children of light shall become, or shall they become. Flame of the flame shall their soul ever be. And technically I just read 2 paragraphs, but I don't think I need to explain that he's stating there that Atlantis will rise again. Okay? Which also makes me really wonder on this whole pole shift thing, because my thinking is when the poles shift, it'll cause the earthquakes that'll cause Atlantis to rise. So that makes me wonder if they're right on how close we are to a pole shift. Maybe not. Maybe not. Because another thing on that is it happens so rarely we don't have enough data to properly analyze how it's going to happen and what's going to happen as a result of it. Right? How good is that science? I don't know. I have a master's degree in herbal science. Okay. I can tell you there's a shit ton of the amount of bad science out there is greater than the amount of good science. And this would be why certain industries, even though they have all this money, every year they have to pay the government a whole bunch of fees because they're doing shit science. They're ghostwriting science, which is massively illegal. Or sorry, unethical, not illegal. It's not breaking a law, it's breaking scientific ethics. The industry literally writes their own science, doesn't actually do the science, they write their own science, then they give it to somebody else, they put their name on it, they pay them to publish it, and voila, there's the independent study that says that the stuff works. Yeah. First semester for my master's degree that we had a class on how to read scientific articles. It's very important. Clearly. Okay. Dark though the way be, yet shall he conquer the shadows that flow around him like night. Far in the future I see men as light-born, free from the darkness that fetters the soul, living in light without the bonds of the darkness. Yeah, it says in light, not as light, so we do have light bodies. I don't understand that. I really don't. Why do we need a light body when we are light? Because that's the next sentence. To cover the light that is the light of their soul. Know ye, O man, before ye attain this, that many that... Wait, did I already read this part? I thought I turned the page. Apparently I didn't. Yeah, I thought I turned the page, but it didn't. I apologize. Knowledge and wisdom shall be man's in the great age, for he shall approach the eternal flame, the source of all wisdom, the place of beginning, that is yet one with the end of all things. Aye, in a time that is yet unborn, all shall be one, and one shall be all. Man, a perfect flame of this cosmos, shall move forward to a place in the stars. I shall move even from out of this space-time into another beyond the stars. So it's nice to know we're going to evolve, but the question really is how quickly. We're being forced to evolve right now. This we know. That's what we're here for. That's why we are toiling so hard right now. That's why we have so much strife. Lots of questions. Makes me wonder how many more cycles there are for us on this planet. And what does man even look like in the future? Long have ye listened to me, O my children. Lone have ye listened to the wisdom of Thoth. Now I depart from ye into darkness. Now I go to the halls of Amenti, there to dwell in the future. Light shall come again to man. Yet know ye, my spirit shall ever be with thee, guiding thy feet to the pathway of light. Guard ye the secrets I leave with thee, and surely my spirit will guard thee through life. Keep thine eyes ever on the pathway to wisdom. Keep the light as thy goal evermore. Fetter not thy soul in bondage of darkness. Free let it wing in its flight to the stars. Now that's a beautiful line. Free let it wing in its flight to the stars. That's poetry right there. Yeah. Not really much to add to the remaining commentary from those last three paragraphs. I mean, that's literally all what he's been saying all along as well. So it looks like he started this with what he's been saying all along, and now he's finishing it with what he's been saying all along. Now I depart thee to dwell in Amenti, Be thou my children in this life and the next. The time will come when ye too shall be deathless, living from age to age, a light among men. So I wonder if that means that they get to be guardians of us eventually. That's what it sounds like. Guard ye the entrance to the halls of Amenti. Guard ye the secrets I have hidden among ye. Let not the wisdom be cast to barbarians. I think some of that got out. Secret shalt thou keep it for those who seek light. Now depart I. Receive thou my blessing. Take thou my way, and follow the light. Blend thou thy soul in the great essence. One with the great light, let thy consciousness be. Call thou on me when thou dost need me. Use my name 3 times in a row. Oh boy. I know I've said these before, but Chequatet, Erlich, Vomalites. 3 names that aren't mentioned anywhere that we know of. I'll do the next one here in a little bit, but the reason I say that about the knowledge, the wisdom being stolen is, I don't remember how long ago I learned this. Some people have been down in the forbidden areas in the Vatican, and all the scrolls and knowledge that was thought to have been lost when the Library of Alexandria burned up were there. So basically what they did was they raided Alexandria, stole the important information out of the library, and things did burn, but it was mainly like the land deeds and things that weren't as significant as the things on technology, the things on history, the things that would actually empower people. Okay? It was nothing but a power grab. And apparently this has been happening throughout history. Because the only way the darkness can maintain power is by stealing it. That's another reason they use fear the way they do. It's stealing our power. And we're allowing them to by allowing them to make us feel fear. So, do I think the dark entities are able to access the halls of Amenti? Not by a long shot. You have to be of light in order to be able to get there. You have to be of light in order to be able to read the signs and the roadmap that was left by Thoth to get there. But by stealing all that stuff, how do you get there? By denying us access to the places in the pyramid where that information is at, how do we get there? The society that these guys talk about, these guys are Melchizedekians. The Brotherhood of the White Temple. Okay. And Melchizedek created, where's it at? Founder of the Flower of Life organization. And then it mentions that he's the author of the ancient secret, of the Flower of Life, Volume 1 and 2, and Living in the Heart. I think he's got more books than that. Right. So there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes that we have no clue on, even with our own dimension of what they're doing to keep us down. The point here is, when you're glued to the boob tube, when you're glued to your devices, and you're getting sucked in by all the psychosis, try asking yourself, what information are they omitting? What are they not telling you? And why are they trying so hard to make it sound as bad as they're trying to make it sound? They declared a certain thing was going on, but they didn't have a body count to back it up. When did the body count go up? After the prevention came out. Why did they bill it the way they did? And why trust entities who openly deceive in the way that they do? You can't be afraid to ask questions. You can't be afraid to see things from other points of view. You cannot assume that just because somebody has words coming out of their mouth that they are speaking truth, that they are coming from a place of love. It takes more than ears to determine truth. Some people are in tune enough that their ears will tell them, right? But not most people. Not most people. I saw it on YouTube, therefore it's accurate. TikTok. The number of people I have seen send me videos of, look at this, it's true. Right? Here I'm on my soapbox again. If we ever want to make this planet what it should be, if we want to be stewards of the light and help our fellow mankind to save the planet, we first have to understand what we're saving the planet from. That's a big question. And for most people, they think they know the answer, but it's the answer they were told, not the answer that's the truth. Okay? The future he speaks about in this passage will come to pass. It will. But the question is, body count. Is it going to be 50%? Can we spread enough truth to reduce the body count? Do we want to? Do we have enough love in our hearts to save lives? Can we wake them up well enough and fast enough to make them understand what they're doing? To get them to change their ways fast enough to make it worth saving their lives? I'm just asking the questions. Yes, I have a lot of questions that may or may not have answers. But we can't find answers if we don't ask the questions first. Okay? We got to do better. It's up to us. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching.